This is such an adorable puzzle to do. The one thing I like about doing smaller puzzles is if you have ADHD, it's nice because you can complete a puzzle really quickly and you can get all the benefits of doing a puzzle without having it lay around for a long period of time. You can do the puzzle and then take it apart and do it again. So it's a really, really nice thing. Plus, these puzzles actually have 3 puzzles inside of the box. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and we will get started on solving these puzzles together. Today we're going to do this Ravensburger puzzle. It has 3 selections, 3 different ones, the kittens, a kitten, and 2 more kittens. So let's get started. Now I have done this puzzle before, and one of the things I like to do with the puzzles is to separate the pieces. You notice here, these pieces have stripes. These have polka dots, and these are plain. One of the things that I like about these puzzles is there are also these printed sheets, which are nice to frame and to put up, or to use as a reference. I'm going to set that aside. So the question is, which puzzle bag do we start with? Could do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So I'm gonna close my eyes and point. There we go. So we're gonna do polka dots first. Move these off to the side. One of the things when you're doing a puzzle that's nice to do first is to get all your pieces separated out. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate out and put the edge pieces on one side and pieces that don't have straight edges on the other side. This just makes doing a puzzle a lot easier. Oops. Ah, there's a corner piece. Another straight edge, oh, straight edge, not a straight edge, not a straight edge. Straight, oh, corner piece, not a straight edge. I'm gonna have to roll up my sleeves when you really dig into this puzzle. All right. Oh, I have a straight edge over there. Sometimes I do that. I get the straight edges and the not straight edges mixed together. All right. So we're just going to slide these guys over a little bit. And now we have our straight edges that we can work with. So the first thing we want to do is start putting all the like colors together. So we've got some blues, lots of greens, with some with leaves. So we're just looking for things that are similar. There's blue in these, there's a little bit of blue in this one. There's some more leaves. There's some grass. There's a real dark one. Looks like it might go with that. There's a blue and green. A blue with some, or green with some blue in it. A grassy green, a grassy green, and this pretty peach and green color. Put those 2 together. All right. One of the things that you can use as a clue when you're doing a puzzle is if there's any wording on the puzzle. You can see here there is wording of who took the photograph, and we can just match up the words. So there we go. Now we see that we have, it looks like a piece of a pot. You see that right there? So now we have to find a piece that goes with it. I think it might be this one. All right, now we need to find the next piece that goes with that. And it looks like it's probably going to be this one. And I think that pot is on its side. So let's get going here. Let's see what's next. We have some grass. Oops, not that one. Maybe it's this one. All right. And now we have a piece where it goes in. So we need to find a piece that has a little doodad sticking out. There we go. And that one goes there. And then that one goes there. Now we have one edge of our puzzle done. We have the two corners. Now we can start working on the rest of it. And you can see there's a little bit of blue here, and there's some blue here. So those two look like they're going to match up. And there's blue here and blue here. So that looks like it's going to match up. Now do you see this little bit of fur right here? I think that goes with this. Now we start getting into the tough part where everything is kind of sort of the same. We have to figure it out. So we have this green here, and it has kind of this soft kind of peach finish, and so do these pieces. But this is the only piece that has the divot in. So it's going to be likely maybe that piece? No. Do you see the other piece it could be? Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're right. It's right there. And now we're getting into a little bit of blue. And there's some green. I think it's going to be this one. And then we have some more blue. Maybe that one? Nope, not that one. Maybe this one? Yep, that one. And maybe this one goes here. All right, we are just going right along here. And then this one has to go here because it's the only other part that has blue. Now we have this dark green area, and we have the dark green one over here. So those go together. Now we need to look for a dark section again, and the only other one that has dark in it is this one. Now we need to find a leaf to go in here. And we're only finding part of leaf, and do you see that part right there that's a little bit lighter? Of these, which one's the one that has the lighter piece to it? You're right, it is this one. So we think it goes right there. Now we have part of a leaf, and it looks like a little dark part. It's going to be either this one, which is a corner piece, which would mean the corner would be here, and that wouldn't work. This piece looks like it's too light, so it has to be this piece. There we go. And then that means that this piece here most likely goes right there. And then we can make this turn and finish out that leaf. Then we're just down to these two pieces to figure out how they go on this side. And we see that we have the little divot that sticks out and one that goes in. And this one doesn't have any that go in on the sides, but this one does. So that means this one has to go there. And then this one connects the two. Now that we have that done, we're going to start working on the next thing. I'm going to find puzzle pieces that are alike. So let's go with the leaves. So we're going to find puzzle pieces that have leaves in them. So let's see. These all have a kitten in them. This has some plant pots in it because it's got that blue that we saw earlier. And there's some terracotta on that one. And some blue, some more blue, and some more of that light blue. And then this one has leaves in it. This one has some leaves in it. And so we have these to work with that have leaves. Don't remove my table. So when we're doing this, we see that this had a little bit of green on the corner, but it's mostly black on the fob. So if we look at it, it could be this one, but the leaves are going the wrong direction. It could be this one, but the leaves are going the wrong direction. So it has to be this one. All right, now we have the two pieces going up. So it could be this one or this one. Which one do you think it is? I agree, I think it's this one. And then we have this one. We can see we have a leaf right here, and we have a leaf right here. And then we have this one, which does not go there. Where do you think this one goes? I agree, I think it goes right there. Now we have this little bit of blue, and I noticed this one over here has a little bit of blue and a little bit of pink in it. You see this bright yellow here? If you look over here at this one, it has bright yellow in it too, and it has this weird straight side to it. Now we have a little bit of yellow right on the corner piece. So I think this one goes right there. And now we have this weird little corner. These are great because these aren't very common. So you can use them to find your pieces because it is a strange shape. Now we are really moving along. Let's see, we have some pots. Let's work on our pots next. Got this, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. See right here we have one that has a little bit of a leaf in it. I think it might be this one because it has this weird shape up here. And now we have these two little weird little heart-shaped areas. So right there it goes. Now it's just a matter of making sure that the pieces are going the right directions, because we are looking at shapes now to help us solve the puzzle. You see how we have this shape here, and then we have this straight edge, and right here we have the exact same thing. We have the shape and we have the straight edge. See how we have this straight blue line here, and we have a straight blue line there. I think this goes right there. Then we have this. It has a little bit of green on the very edge, and that has a little bit of green, so I think that goes there. Now we're down to, see this little bit of blue? I think that is the edge of the pot. We get little topings there. And then we have some terracotta pots here and some fur. So we have the terracotta pots and we have the fur. We have fur and we have terracotta pots, and we have this little weird corner thing. So that might go right there. And then we have some more terracotta pots. We have this green. So maybe the green goes there. No. Does it go over here? All right, it does go there. This green maybe goes here. Now we can start working with whatever colors we have left. We can see we've got this blue, and we have this shape up here, so those two shapes match. And on this one we have the leaf right there. So we know that matches. And this one we have all the weird shapes. So, but we've got green right here in the corner, so we can just turn this until we get the green part going down. There we go. We do the same thing with it, but we turn it until we have the green part matching up with this green one. Then it's just a matter of filling in the rest of the parts. And we've completed our puzzle. Today we're working on kitten puzzles, and this one is already finished, as you can see, so you can go to the link and see this video if you like, and it's also in the playlist under kitten puzzles. Since these puzzles come in a group, so you get a box with puzzles in it, and there's typically 3 puzzles. They're all separated by patterns on the back. So as you can see, this one has stripes, this one doesn't have anything, and this one has polka dots. So one of the things that I like to do when I start doing a puzzle is I like to separate out the pieces. I like to put the straight edges on one side and the not so straight edges on the other side. And this just makes it easier later. And then as I'm doing that, if I see any parts that have like a similarity to them, like this one has a piece of wood and that one has a piece of wood, I try to put those close together. I don't get too fixated on this. I'm just separating out right now by shape primarily. And there's a corner piece. So straight edges on one side not so straight edges on the other side. And occasionally I get a straight edge mixed in with the not straight edges. And then I wonder why I'm missing a straight edge. And I remember, oh yeah, that's right. I mixed these up. See, I almost did that one. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now that we have the puzzle pieces, we have all the straight edges together, the next thing I'll look for is see if there's any wording on the puzzle at all. Because typically there's some type of credit on the puzzle that tells you who took the picture or who made the artwork, and there is on this one. So we're going to put that down here. And now we start looking for things that have a like color to them. So see how this has the orange and this has orange? So we have that one done. And now we have some other oranges, but obviously they're not going to go there. But this orange goes with that orange goes with that one. And now we have flowers. We're going to do the easy ones first. We get some momentum in doing this puzzle. So it looks like that one goes there. And then maybe this one goes here. Nope. There we go. And then maybe that one goes there now. Okay. And then this one has a little bit of purple in it. So I'll match it up. And then this one doesn't, so put that there. And now it looks like this goes there. Now we are just moving right along. This one has a little bit of wood in it. This has some wood. So we can put that together. And now we have green here. So we need to find one of our pieces that has green, and that one definitely has green, but that one does not go there. But you see how this has fur and that has fur? Maybe those two go together. And then this one has an ear. So maybe it goes like that. Nope, not that way. We've got a purple flower. That doesn't go there. Maybe it goes here. There we go. Now we've got this white. Okay. Now we need to find a piece that goes in. Not that way. Maybe that, nope, not that one. There we go. And then this one goes there. Then does this one go here? Nope, I keep trying to put that there and it's not going to go there, is it? There we go, that one goes there. We have to figure out how these go together. And then this one looks like it goes there. This looks like it's a long piece, so I think that's going to be our top. And this piece goes here. These guys go there. This one goes here, that goes there, and this goes here, and now we have completed the outside. Now that we have the outside done, now we can start taking a look at all these pieces we set off to the side. And we can look for clues in them so we can get the puzzle finished. So one clue right here is this weird shape, because I noticed this is kind of a strange shape up here. So this might go right there. And now we have this strange shape right next to it. And we have this piece. I don't know if that one's going to, oh, there it is. Okay, goes there. And then we have this little heart-shaped piece. And we have that piece right there is the only one that I see that has this color and that is heart-shaped. I'll move these to the frame photo. So we're going to take that and put it right there. Okay, now we have, this piece has some wood in it right there. And we have wood right here. Let's see if we can find another piece with some wood in it. There's a piece that has wood in it and a kitty cat paw and purple. So that one goes there. And then we have some more wood there. And we have this weird heart shape again. So I'm just scanning over here, seeing if there's any that have, looks like maybe a little bit of an edge of a paw and the heart shape. And the only ones I see are this one and this one have the heart shape, and this one. This one does too. It has the right thing. But I think this one goes here because do you see the ear? There we go. Now we need this corner right here filled in. So we need this, and there needs to be 2 bumps. Maybe that's not it. No? Maybe we need a piece that has like a little bit of wood in it. See the little kitty cat toes? There we go. And now we have one of those pieces that has the weird corner thing going on. So you can kind of look through, and this one has a little blade of grass in it. So I'm wondering if maybe it goes here somehow. Or here. There we go. So it goes there. We still need this corner, and I see this one here has wood and it has some grass. There we go. I noticed this yellow here and the purple, and I got a little bit of purple and a little bit of yellow and some whiskers. That doesn't go there. Let's see, we need a little kitty cat face. We need a heart and an end piece. So maybe, there we go. Now we have a little bit of blue up here. And a kitty cat ear. And now we got to finish off this kitty cat ear. And I don't think it's this one. That'd be a very big ear. I think it's this kitty cat's ear. There we go. Then we have some sky, and we would have the kitty cat at the top of its head. And this one has sky, and it looks like the top of a little furry head. And then this one looks like it might go right here because the whites match up. And then this one goes here. And we have little kitty cat eyes. So cute. Let's see, I've got a kitty cat eye there. And kitty cat whiskers. There we go. And now we have this 4-piece. So this 4-piece does go here somehow. Oh, there we go. And then we have a little bit of sky. I keep wanting to put that there, but I don't think it goes there. Maybe it goes, oh, there we go. There we go. And since there are 3 in here, I like to separate out the puzzles into their individual bags. Each puzzle has its own design on the back. Let me show you here. So you see they have stripes and there's polka dots here. So each puzzle, own design on the back. So what we're going to do now is just open this up and put the puzzle pieces on the table. One of the things I like to do when I'm doing a puzzle is to separate out the straight edges from the not straight edges. And I also like to pop out those corners when I find them right off the bat. So that's kind of nice. We're just going to take a second here and put the ones that have the straight edges on one side and the ones that don't have the straight edges on the other side. And that's going to help us finish the frame for the puzzle. This is one of my favorite parts of doing a puzzle. I like the sorting. And turning them right side up so you can see what you're looking at. All right, now that we have all of the straight edges together, I'm going to move these not straight edges out to the side here. Now we have all the straight edges together. One of the first things I like to look for is any words. They're going to be easy to find. For example, right there, there's some wording, and right here's some wording, and that is giving credit to the person who took the photograph. Now we're going to look for things that have like colors. So we have these pinks. They're going to be really easy to pick out. These ones with pink. So we're going to work on these and see if we can get these together. So this has pink on the side. So that goes there. And then this has pink. Whoops. And there we go. And then this one looks like it doesn't go there. Does it go here? No. All right, so this one's just goes someplace. We're going to set it off to the side for right now. And this one goes somewhere around this area. There's a little bit of pink here on the corner. I see a little bit of an ear, so maybe that goes together. And nope, that's not going to go there. No matter how much I think it is, it's not going to. So I was just knowing there's an ear there, so ears, you know, kitten ears. And this I know is upside down because his ears are pointing at me. Then that one goes there. So now that I know that's upside down, I can take it and turn it around. And I know that that's going to be my top right hand corner. Now this one has some blues in it, and that has some blue in it. And see, this has some darkness to it, but that's too small. So maybe that goes there. And then this is kind of a weird shape. It's really, really long, and that piece is kind of a matching weird shape. And then that's a corner. So I think that's going to go maybe here. Maybe that's going to be that way. Now I've got this part along here that has this yellow and white. And that looks like it might go. Nope. Does this go there? Yeah. Okay, that goes there. Then does this go here? Nope, that does not go there. But this one does. This one goes here. And then it goes there. All right. Back to the part that has the wire and stuff in it. And this one has wire in it. Except now I see the kitty cat paw, and I think it goes right there. Maybe this one goes right here. And I've got these pieces. All right. Now I see I've got some wire in this piece. I have wire in this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and a little bit in this one. So now what I'm going to do is start trying to put these pieces together. So I see I have this yellow, and there's yellow there. And then there's yellow, white, and the green for the grass. So that goes there. And then I have grass, and I have a little bit of wood. I think this one might go here. Nope. Maybe it goes, this one goes there. Okay. And then maybe this goes here. And then that goes there. That looks like this might slide over and go right there. Now I can go up and grab this one, because see that has the fence in it. Which means this needs to get turned. And it goes right here. And now we have our outline. Now that we have our edges done, we can start filling in. What we're going to do is take a look at these and see if there's anything that stands out with them. And the first thing I see is this wire. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for any pieces that have wood or wire in them. That has wire in it. This one has wire in it. This one has wood in it. This one has wood. This one has wood. And these two have wire. So we see we have this yellow here. And I think maybe the yellow goes right there. Now we have this piece we need to fill in, and we have this here that's dark. I think this goes here. Put our wood pieces over here. And you see how we have this weird corner, and we have this one that has that weird little heart-shaped corner? Those go together. Oh, and I see the chicken head right here. See the chicken's head? There we go. Goes right there. And then we have this weird shape too, and we have this one that has the wire and the weird shape. So that must go like that. Now we have a little tiny kitten. We have little toe beings, and I see a little toe being right there. And then we have this wood right here. And I think that doesn't go there. Does it go this way? Okay. So we have this beige here, and it could go there, but it doesn't. So the only other spot that it could go in is right here. And I have toe beings here and toe beings here and the wood. So this must go right there. And now I've got this piece of wood, which has this weird corner and the really dark area. So that must go right there. And now that I look over here, I can see these toe beings, and we've got those toe beings. Now we can start filling in some of this down the side here. So we take a look at this. We can see there's an ear there. And I think that'll go right there. And now this one has a lot of purple in the corner. And that has a little purple in the corner. So see if those go together. Okay. And then this has a whole bunch of white in it and a little bit of green. And the only one I see over here that has white and green is this one. I think it goes right there. Now we have a whole bunch of white kitten, and we have the weird corner. I think that does not go there, but maybe this one does. There we go. All right, now we have that. We have this green spot up here with some fur. Maybe this one goes right there. Okay, now let's see what's next. We have the ear up here. There's a little bit. There we go. There's two ears in that one. And now I think this one, this all white one, I think that goes right there because of the weird shape. And now we're looking for one that has a lot of white and darkness in it. And the only one over here that I see that has that is this one. All right, so now we have the kitten face. And we have the other side. And now we have these weird shapes here. It's just white, and we have a little kitty cat nose. And there's one kitten. And now we need to finish off. Doesn't go there, doesn't go there, goes there. Finish off the kitten in the eye. And then finish off this kitten. And we've completed the puzzle. Thanks for joining me on our puzzle adventure. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more puzzles that we do nice and easy and slow.